Enter Taiwan's culinary stars' kitchens, where tradition and innovation merge for
A voice actor gives life to characters in animations, films, TV shows, video games, commercials, and more.
那个我再一次。
请走。
They use their voice to convey emotions, personalities, and dialogues, engaging us, the listeners, with only their voice.
Enter the vibrant world of the purple crow. I'm gonna struggle on this line. 再一次。
Hey, I'm Morris, and I'm your host for today. Despite having lived here in Taiwan for most of my life, there is still so much I can learn and explore about this island I call home. Now, as an actor myself, it's my pleasure today to meet Kronis and hopefully learn a few techniques for good voice acting. But more importantly, I can't wait to uncover the stories behind a man who seldom shows his face on screen. Kronis is a Canadian voice actor who has been in the industry for more than 2 decades. Though his work can be heard internationally, his recordings are all done here in Taiwan.
Only on TaiwanPlus.
好，可以哦。
Okay.
谢。
That was amazing.
You're too kind.
Oh my gosh, I hear myself.
One of the things you really have to get used to when you first start recording is just being used to how you sound.
It's just so different than what you think you sound like.
Exactly.
Have you had any out of this world requests?
I've had all kinds of,
Adjectives?
yeah, clients will say, we want powerful but tender. It's like, oh, okay, well, how does that work? But I had a client once want me to be sounding like Morgan Freeman. You know, like,
What?
You know, I mean, his narration is just so beautiful.
You're like, I'm white, come on.
I'm white, yeah, very white.
Is there someone that you sort of admire or look up to?
Every guy who goes into voiceover work wants to be the Don LaFontaine or the Hal Douglas.
Now I'm guessing their voices like also...
Oh, they're very impressive. Movie trailer, you know, in a world, in a land, in a time. I think it's hard to do and get it to sound really good like Don LaFontaine or Hal Douglas. Taiwanese clients sometimes want that style, so we do our best.
Every Friday at 8 p.m. Only on TaiwanPlus.
Not bad.
How did you start voiceover work?
You know, I started as a news and sports broadcaster on the radio in Canada, and I wanted to see some of the world before I got too old and started traveling. So I took a year off from my job. You know, I went traveling to Australia, and then I ended up in Taiwan. And very soon after I got here, there just were opportunities to do voiceover work.
Did you find them, or did people come to you?
The very first one came to me at the hostel that I stayed at. The first 4 months that I lived here, I stayed at Formosa Hostel. I met 2 people who worked at BCC at the time, and so we started a radio show where I would present. I like heavy metal, I like punk, I like rock music. That was kind of how it all started. And I also studied at Chinese Culture University. I decided I was going to stay here, and I wanted to learn the language.
When I saw you through the glass, I was like, wow, so this is what the sound, how you produce that sound I see on TV.
If if the client says they want something natural, you can just sit there and be natural. But if they really want something powerful, you have to voice act, which means you
Use your whole body.
You have to bring it. Yeah.
Were there anything you still remember to this day?
I recorded a 52,000 word dictionary. When I got the job, I thought, this is great, guaranteed pay for, 4 months. Every day I would go to the studio for those 2 hours, and they just gave me the dictionary, and each word I would read 3 times. It was fun for a while, and then I realized I'm only on letter C. And now I'm on letter D. By the end of it, I was so glad to be done it, and I would never do it again.
Like sitting through biology class in high school.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's only been 2 minutes.
I enjoy biking. I enjoy hiking. It's just great. It's so good to get out into nature and exercise at the same time. Right, done.
Oh, this uphill.
Because when you get uphill, then you also get downhill. On the weekends, these roads can be really crowded, but during the week, you kind of have a lot of it to yourself. It's quite nice. Ah, here's our temple.
Oh, yay!
The beauty of Taipei is that you just take a short scooter ride or bicycle ride and you can come to a place like this.
Right.
And where I'm from, there's 2 lakes in Manitoba, and if you kind of put them together, Taiwan almost fits inside. It gives you the idea of how big Canada is.
Yeah.
But in Taipei, I mean, I love Taipei for that reason. It's so convenient.
The nature and the convenience of it definitely attracts so many people.
And because I come from a small town, as a kid, I thought about living in a big city, and now I've had that dream.
Yeah, because there are bigger cities in Asia, right?
But Taiwan has charm, Taipei has charm. The Taiwanese people are what make living here just the best. The people really do make the difference.
How long have you been here?
I've lived here longer than I ever lived
Is that
in Canada.
true?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I left Canada when I was 24, so I've been here since. I've been here for 28 years, which tells you how old I am.
Longer than I have lived here.
Oh,
in
no.
fact, yeah. You're the native today.
Okay. Well, I feel half Taiwanese.
Well, so then you've seen this place develop into this, right? Because it didn't look like this.
No.
28 years.
No, when I came here, Nehu,
Right.
people were growing little vegetables, and same with. You can see Taipei 101, Xinyi district. When I first came here, that was empty. It was just plots of land and streets, and look at how much it's changed. It's amazing.
What made you come here initially?
I had a friend from Canada who was here at the time, and he said, on your way back to Canada, come check out Taiwan for a little while. So I had 4 months extension on my ticket. I didn't speak any Mandarin at the time, so it was pure adventure. And I just fell in love with Taiwan.
So it was just supposed to be like
It's supposed to be 4 months. It turned into 28 years.
Oh, wow, wow. After a good bike ride and learning about his early years in Taiwan, I decided to take us downtown and chat more about Kronis' views on how this place has changed. So we are in one of the oldest parts of town.
We are.
I mean, this has been here since probably after the war.
Right.
This used to be a military veterans village.
It's kind of nice to see places like this, that we still have retained some of the old flavor. If you go all around the city, there's lots of different places that still retain some of this old heritage, and I'm glad that's been preserved. I got here in '96, and I was here for the first democratic election for president in Taiwan. And the night of his election, we were all walking down Renai Road together, having a good time, foreigners and Taiwanese, and celebrating Taiwan's first democratically elected president.
I guess the level of democracy in Taiwan has progressed since then.
It's a young democracy, so I think with each term, regardless of which political party is running the show, Taiwan gains experience. Unfortunately, we're blocked on the world stage by China at a lot of turns. But at the same time, people see what's going on here. They see that Taiwan is a model for democracy, and Taiwanese people should be proud of that.
Right. And you mentioned there was an imminent threat even back when...
In 1996,
as a
military drills.
That hasn't changed.
Nope, that hasn't changed. And I think, I'm speaking for myself, I've kind of just become desensitized to it. China doesn't like it. This is what they do. We carry on. Is it something that's scaring people to the point that they're thinking, I don't want to be here? Certainly not Taiwanese.
You've never once thought, oh, this is kind of intimidating, like I'm gonna...
Well, I thought about it, but again, I just follow the lead of the Taiwanese people, and they're living their lives. So am I.
What would you say when people tell you Taiwan is the most dangerous place on earth? How would you respond to that?
The Economist article.
Yeah.
Well, that's certainly a take. It's certainly an opinion.
Yeah.
It one day could be. Is it right now? I don't think so. But that's just my opinion.
So might as well just drink more beer, huh?
Cheers. Well, Morris, it's been a really good day.
Yeah.
I think we need to reward ourselves to a nice drink, and I have the perfect place for us to go. It's an Irish bar called the Speakeasy.
Okay. I come from a society or a culture where you yearn to leave this place, right? You yearn for bigger things, but in your case, this is the place.
There's this sort of a magic to Taiwan for a lot of foreigners who come here.
Yeah.
And that could be finding a really good job, finding the love of your life, or that could be finding a really nice way to live life and convenient and enjoy all kinds of things that are in the city and just outside of the city. It's just a magical place. I don't know how else to put it.
Do you think you'll ever leave Taiwan or try another place to live in?
I'm grateful to Taiwan. It's provided me an incredible life as an adult. And I can't see myself going somewhere else. I think Taiwan's probably my home to the end. We'll see. But that would be my answer to your question.
Cheers to Taiwan.
Cheers to Taiwan.
Cheers to Taiwan.
I like it.
Sundays at 8 p.m.
Cheers, Morris.
I think today's episode and with Kronis, it goes to show that this is a land of opportunities and this is a place that people come here to meet the unexpected. I very rarely get to speak with someone so deeply about Taiwan, about the people here, and about the changes that have happened over the years. He's just a sweet, down-to-earth, really kind soul. So, Kronis, thank you, and I hope you continue the adventure with us.
Exclusively on TaiwanPlus.
可以，谢谢。
好。